Hi, I'm Sarika Benjamin and welcome back to my channel Benji's Home Cooking. I've been baking cakes for the last 10 years and I absolutely love doing that. But to many, baking a cake is a humongous task, and especially people don't think about baking a cake if they don't have an oven. It was just last week that a very dear friend of mine, Anureen, called and she was trying her hand at baking a cake without an oven and she was not very happy with the result. That's when she called me and asked if I could actually demonstrate how to bake a cake even if you don't have an oven. So today I bring to you an extremely simple recipe. This recipe does not require you to own an oven. You can bake it easily without having one. It's very simple, very easy with basic ingredients that would be easily available at any grocery store. So I hope you enjoy this video and you try your hand at baking and let us know how you like it. So let's get started. Today we are going to bake a marble cake, a classic combination of vanilla and chocolate, and without an oven in a pressure cooker. So for that, all you need is a heavy bottom pan or a pressure cooker. Measuring the ingredients for a good cake is extremely important. So today I'm going to show you how to measure the ingredients correctly. In a bowl, you have to sieve 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour or maida, and to it we will add half a teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Do not skip this part of sieving the flour because this incorporates the air and makes our cake light and fluffy. Once you sieve the maida, just leave it aside. In another bowl, take 1/4 cup of cocoa powder and sieve it as well to get rid of lumps. Now in a mixie jar, add 1 cup of sugar, half cup of oil, half a cup of milk, 1 egg, 1/4 cup of curd or yogurt. To that we will add a teaspoon and half of vanilla essence. It's a very easy cake. You just dump all of these ingredients directly into your mixie jar and blend it till it is well mixed, which may take about 40 to 50 seconds, not more than that. Just blend it and your batter is ready to mix the flour in it. So this is how the batter looks after about 40 seconds of mixing. We will pour it into a clean bowl, and to this we will add the sieved flour in which we have mixed baking powder and baking soda. Now the key is you need to mix the flour little by little, a tablespoon or 2 at a time. Gently mix the flour into the wet ingredient batter that we have made. The idea is we don't want to whisk it too hard because it might just kill the air that is incorporated in the flour while whisking. These are little things that you need to remember. Some people just beat the flour so much and then they complain that the cake was tough. So once all the flour is mixed, to this batter we will add half a cup of hot water and half a teaspoon of salt. Now salt can be added while blending all the ingredients in the mixture. I have just added it in the end. Make sure the salt is well mixed. To make the chocolate batter, we will take a bowl and add 2 tablespoons of hot water and add the sieved cocoa powder and mix it till it is without any lumps. You may need an extra tablespoon. Here I have required 3 tablespoons to make a smooth batter, not a very runny batter, a smooth batter. Now once it is well mixed, add half the quantity of the vanilla cake batter that we have already made. Mix well, mix gently, don't be too hard. Just gently make sure that it is nicely mixed into the cocoa mixture. And now we have 2 color batter, one is vanilla and one is chocolate, with which we will make a pattern. Since we are not using an electric oven, we are going to create an oven effect to bake the cake. For that, take a heavy bottom vessel or a pressure cooker or pressure pan and put 3 handfuls of salt, just enough to cover the bottom of your pan. Keep it on medium flame so that we heat it like we preheat any electric oven. Keep an inverted plate on it so that our cake does not touch the flame directly, and a lid that fixes well. That is very important. Bake the cake, I have taken a cake tin. If you don't have a cake tin, you can even use the vessels that we use to boil our rice or dal in a pressure cooker. It comes as a part of pressure cooker. Now we will grease this pan so that our cake releases well. Grease it well on the bottom and the sides. On this I will be adding a butter sheet, but if you don't have one, after putting the oil you can just add a tablespoon of all-purpose flour and dust it all on the base and side. Even that will help your cake to release well. And we will pour the batter. Since this is a marble cake, we are going to create a marble effect by pouring the vanilla batter and the chocolate batter alternatively. Just keep pouring one after the other. You don't have to be perfect. The batter will find its way and create a pattern of circles. Just keep alternatively pouring it, and in the end you will see that it has created alternate color circles. Now with the help of a knife, I'll create a floral pattern just from the sides of the pan to the center. I'll make crosses, and then from the center of the pan to the side. Now this just gives a nice floral effect. After you've done this, tap the tin to release the air bubbles and keep it into the pressure cooker that we have been heating for last 7-8 minutes. Now keep the lid on and cook or bake this cake for about 30 minutes. The cake is slowly coming up. Do not open the lid for the next 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I'm going to see if it has baked. To make sure it is cooked, I will run a knife at the center of the cake. If the batter sticks, our cake is not cooked. You will see that the batter is still sticking, so I'll cook for an extra 5 minutes on medium flame. After 35 minutes with an additional 5 minutes of baking, you will see that the cake is cooked. The knife is clean. Switch off the flame and leave it into the pressure cooker for another 5 minutes. After that, remove it out. You can see the cake is nice and soft. Cool it for about 7-8 minutes. It's been 7-8 minutes since the cake is removed out of the pressure cooker. So I'm going to just release it. You will see how perfectly it is cooked. It smells delicious and it is super soft. I'm just going to release the baking sheet or the butter paper that we had kept at the bottom. You can see how nicely it has browned. It has not burnt because of the lid that we kept. It was not in direct contact with the flame. It has created a beautiful chocolate and vanilla pattern. Let me show you how it looks. The cake is still a little hot, but I'm just going to cut it. I can't wait to show you the pattern it has created. It's beautiful. It is soft. It is smelling awesome. Oh my, you can see how lovely it looks. It's super soft. And who says you can't bake without an oven? Just follow this recipe, measure your cake properly and follow the method, and there's no way you can miss out. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. If you've enjoyed this recipe, please do like, share and subscribe. Do not forget to press the bell icon to be notified every time we upload.